Chicago history books Edward M. He will remember Burke as Dean City Council, enemy of Harold Washington, storyteller armed with ancient stories, a judge-maker, and political giant who learned how to use his influence at peak machine's power. And now, Chicago's longest-serving council member will be remembered as an arrogant usurper who uses the traps in his office to squeeze in developers big and small, complaining unpunished that they can themselves. This was the federal jury Thursday, which found Burke guilty tribute, bribery and extortion. After nearly 23 hours talks it end a historic corruption case that Chicago had been waiting for 5 years. U.S. Attorney General Morris Pasqual said, "This case was about bribery and extortion at the highest levels of the Chicago city government. In this case, defendant Burke extended his hand for money. He tied the official lawsuit to giving him money. A panel of 9 women and 3 men found that Burke carried out tribute acts on all 4 plans outlined in his comprehensive indictment in May 2019. These include Chicago's 2 landmark structures and Burke's 14. His ward included a Burger King and a Binny's beverage store on the northwest side. They did so after prosecutors chose not to call the notorious FBI mole Danny Solis to the witness stand, given that their strategy worked instead. Solis was called in to testify by Burke's defense lawyers. This is Solis, former Illinois House of Representatives spokesperson, raises questions about whether Michael Madigan might go on the bench at his upcoming trial. However, jury members still saw the secret records that Solis had made for federals. It could be seen and heard that Burke was discussing the efforts of Chicago's old post office to empower its developers. Some video recordings were made at Burke's town hall office, decorated with S that appear to belong to Great Chicago Fire and the Haymarket Rebellion by famous history buff. Burke gave developers the opportunity to do business for private tax appeals law firm Klafter Burke. He also threatened Field Museum for not responding when he proposed the daughter of former Ald. Terry Gabinski for internship. The jury at Burke's trial also found Charles Cui, one of Burke's other defendants, guilty of bribing and lying to the FBI. However, they acquitted Peter Andrews, a second defendant, who had long been Burke's aide. In a statement signed by lawyers representing him, the team of Pete lawyers described Andrews' indictment as overdoing it and calling verdict a justified Christmas grace. The statement added, "On behalf of our client, we are grateful to the 12 jurors who have understood what we have known for 4 years." Pete Andrews was not involved in this indictment. Andrews was seen leaving the courthouse with her Santa hat. Thursday's ruling still dramatically ends a year full of corruption. Chicago.Five cases in 2023 involving Burke were found guilty. 5 led by federal public corruption inves.